Today I am trying portrait photography with the queen herself, Irene Rudnyk. So let's get into it.
This video is gonna be full of a bunch of firsts. It's my first time shooting photos with Irene. It's my first time using a Sony camera to photograph portraits. And it's my first time working with twins. So I thought it would be a fun challenge, once again, to document the process of trying new types of photography, but also to share some portrait photography tips that I plan to steal from Irene, and also Anita, who is operating the BTS camera.
One tip I have for you guys is I love starting my photo shoot with the model sitting. When you stand, you have to think of so many different things, but when you're sitting, it just automatically makes you more comfortable, and there's like so many other things you can do while you're sitting that just feels like natural, normal, and not like you're posing.
Yeah, like what do I do with my legs?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it for now, let's sit.
Exactly. I'll get you guys sitting. If you maybe can grab her hand here. Also, I love all the jewelry.
Thank you.
It's really cool. Okay, see, like I don't like when things are too like symmetrical sometimes when I pose two models. So because she already has the hand, I think the hand where you had it before actually was better. And then you can just have it like maybe, yeah, I think that's better.
Irene and I decided to swap back and forth while taking photos of Kate and Chris. I was interested in seeing how much direction she would give them, because I tend to be a little bit more of a technical shooter and struggle when it comes to things like posing ideas.
So I have the 50 millimeter 1.4, but because there's two of them, I'm not gonna shoot it wide open. I'm gonna shoot it at like f2. Ooh, that's nice from here as well. Okay, yeah, so it is very bright here, so they're...
Squinting a little bit?
Yeah,
Yeah, I noticed that with the, I need some sunglasses right now. It is a little bit overcast, but...
No, so you stay the way you are, and you lean more forward towards me, yes.
So one thing with portrait photography, especially because we are shooting both on a 51.4, is the two faces can get out of plane. So because we're dealing with two subjects, instead of shooting at f1.4, you could also bring that up to maybe like f2.8 or f4, or in this case, Irene's actually told both of our models, try to keep your faces in plane. So that's something you got to think about versus shooting one subject. Two, it's a little bit trickier.
Maybe?
The exact same thing, or should we try something? Yeah.
Is it better on this side?
A little, I think.
I'm also looking at the background that Irene chose. Personally, I like that background because it creates depth, but you know, we do have the ocean, we do have like the pier thing out there, so maybe this will work. Maybe after she does this one, I'll flip them back around, but the eyes with the squinting, like I'm squinting right now, so we got to fix that.
Yeah, we had to move them to the other side because it was too hard for them to like look straight into the sun. Yeah, you know what, you guys looking away, so you can just maybe look away and you can look at me.
I'm cheating while she's doing her thing. I'm like trying to figure out my settings so that as soon as it's my turn, it's just gonna be like, Anthony's got it. One shot, 2 shots max.
So just so you can, yes, just so you can close your eyes and then open them.
So we're gonna do something different so that you're not squinting. We're gonna flip back around, and I might just get you to like keep your eyes closed until we actually do it, and then we'll just like bang one out as soon as we set it up. So honestly, for me, just whatever you're comfortable with. Like it's a little bit of a weird place to sit. I would say,
What if one of us is like on the ground?
yeah, we could do that. So that you could even sit right in the corner of it, whatever way feels comfortable. I would say yes.
My thoughts, yeah, I like his pose better. Of one girl sitting on the floor. The only thing I would just worry about the legs.
Okay, so you can keep your eyes closed if it's bright, and I'll give you like a 3, 2, 1. I'm just gonna find my settings here.
I'm sorry to stop you, but she looks a little bit like she's missing legs.
Oh, you do look like, okay, so then, okay,
Yeah,
so
that's much better.
I made my first mistake. I cut the model's legs off because they got buried in the sand. See? Anita behind the camera giving me tips.
Keep an eye on the legs and the hands, and even sometimes, you know, you gotta make sure the toes are like pointing. Gotta point the toes.
I'm also shooting Sony today, so I'm trying to figure out how to use the camera. I'm like, oh, f1.4, I got a little dial on the lens. We're gonna try one at f2.8 to see what that looks like. The exposure meter on my camera looks pretty good. It's a full body shot. So eyes closed for now, eyes closed, and then we'll do 3, 2, open them up. Perfect.
Can I also suggest one more thing? Because sometimes you see when the dresses are like long like this,
Yeah.
it also, because you can't see the leg, it almost
see
looks
the
like a
profile.
tube, you know what I mean? So sometimes I will ask again, like to like, if
with
expose
one
the knee,
hand.
if you pull it up to your knee, so it's like kind of like shorter like hers, it elongates the body and it just kind of gives, you can see the legs, because sometimes when you can't see it, you can't see that they're bent underneath. And so then it just looks like the legs are super short. It depends on the shot, but a lot of times I'll ask them to like expose the knee.
Yeah, I see what you mean. So that's a much better adjustment. So perfect. Keep your leg like that. Hold on to the dress. And we'll do 3, 2, eyes open. So 3, 2, eyes open. I'm gonna get you to look a little bit more out that way. Just we're gonna, you know, kind of expand what we're doing here. So eyes closed, relaxed. 3, 2, eyes open. Perfect. I'm happy with that. One thing with the beach, whether you're shooting portraits or lifestyle photos, because I tend to do a little bit more like lifestyle stuff that's a little bit less formal, a little bit more casual. The sand, because it's white, is going to be a natural reflector, and so we're going to get a lot of fill in those areas where if it was harsh daylight out, the shadows would be a lot harsher. I want to do one more thing, exactly like what you're doing, but I want to get it like maybe a little bit of a laugh or something. So who's the funnier one? Depends who you ask.
And then you should know the jokes to tell them.
The jokes? In Canada, it'd probably be a joke about polar bears or something like that.
I gotta hear it.
What people don't realize is we actually ride the polar bears to and from work.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Confirmation.
Yeah. That's not bad. It'll work. Polar bears, we ride polar bears to work. Okay. Awesome.
Actually, on the way they were
jokes
going,
are
I want to try another one. So look, I'll show them. So I saw this. So they're holding hands and they're kind of running together, maybe like.
Follow. Show me how it. Show the camera. Demo
Here.
it. Like
Hold my
this.
hand.
You guys will do a much better job
And
than
here
we
you
will.
can just like look at each other, look to the side. Okay, so it's kind of
Oh,
like
God.
you will literally run like in a spot. Let's try it. I'm gonna change to high speed continuous. Even that is nice. Okay, yes, like that's beautiful. Okay, yeah. No, that's amazing, you guys. Love that. Yeah, you can both look at me as well, or like just keep switching where you look, if that makes sense. But no, that's perfect. Yes, exactly.
Irene is clearly a professional, as you can see. She's encouraging the model, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
How about you switch, guys, now? Because I'm mostly getting Chris in the shot, and now it's just so you guys can have, Ooh, love that, love. I like that a lot.
It worked? Should I try
Go
it?
ahead.
Maybe I will get Kate to lead Chris, so like you're tugging her along. So let me set this up. Let me think what looks good here. I guess look at each other and then switch. So Kate, always look back, but Chris, maybe give me a few where you're looking forward and then like, oh my gosh, did we forget anything? No, we didn't. I'll get you to run there, and then once you're there, I'll give you another cue to come back. So we got both ways. And then you can alternate between looking at the camera and looking at your sister, just so we have some movement. Any recommendations?
No, I think here there's more pressure on you as a photographer to just catch that shot and just move around, and like I just put on high speed continuous.
I think I need to. That's the mistake I made. My camera was not in high speed.
Yeah, just
So-
fire it out, you know? Just take.
Hold on. We need a second here. Anthony is trying to figure out how to use his camera. Menu
Drive
in the
mode.
favorite drive
just-
mode, which
Here, and then there's your drive mode. And just
okay,
choose
how do
it
I
on
get to
high
that menu? That's it.
Mm-hmm.
My menu looks different. Hold on.
Oh, what the heck? Does
Metering.
yours not have it? No,
Oh,
you have
okay,
something
maybe I gotta go like
different.
this. The one camera I was
Sometimes.
Oh gosh.
Sometimes, because you can see it like here, I see it in my.
Yes, 5 hours later.
Also, it's so bright in here that I can barely even see
I
like
know.
the screen.
Let me go into menu because all the settings
just go in
are
menu.
actually in the menu.
The Sony mode.
Shooting mode. Drive mode. There we go. Single. There we go.
They look really cool.
I got it. Just have fun with it. That's it. That's the direction. Hold on one second here. Anthony is being dumb, trying to figure out how to use his camera. On you guys, whenever you're ready. Just go with it.
Oh, that's so cute.
That is kind of cute. All right, that's far enough. Now run back at me. Both look forward. The sillier it feels, the better it looks. smiling, laughing. You just got the best news ever. Your latest post got millions of views on the internet. Oh, I think that worked.
That was really nice. That was really nice.
Let me check him out. Oh, your hair. Your hair got in the way.
Sorry.
The hair got in the way. Yeah, we'll try it again, but that was perfect. Exactly what you did was awesome. Take two. So one thing I'm doing that's a little bit different than Irene is I'm actually getting low to the ground, and that's kind of my instinct.
See, I just hate skies. Hate you skies. Hate skies.
I'm creating depth. I love depth. I'm okay with sky. We're creating depth.
I'm still getting the sky because I mean it's so open, you can't like get rid of it kind of in here. I mean I could try to shoot that way, but it's also kind of nice, like it's all neutral, you know, it kind of matches with their outfits.
Their outfits are perfect. The stylist at Sony that picked them, good job. Ready, whenever on you, just run right at the camera. 3, yep, go. Oh my gosh.
So cute.
That's perfect.
You know, my color keeps flying up.
It does. One more time.
Yes.
Don't look at me.
You can,
Always
they can
look
just,
left.
they can run a little bit slower.
Yeah.
That way,
Slow.
That way this thing won't like.
Slow.
I think.
Chris, look forward exactly what you're doing. Kate, look back sideways at your sister. Okay. So not like too much head. As long as your face is forward so I can see it, you're gonna be right where I need you to be. Slow, silly, prancing, you're prancing. All right, 3, 2, go for it.
Nice.
I'm confident in that. We're gonna maybe try one more spot because we're on a time crunch.
I want it in the grass.
Now, when it comes to editing portraits, the goal is to keep it light. And in this case, I found that my Ranger Green and Rustic Dawn presets were a great starting point to complement the natural earth tones of the beach. But you can see how my Thunderbird preset also works if I shift to a cooler white balance and then drop my intensity slider. Sometimes for lifestyle photos, I like to give my edits a little bit more of a flat appearance. And that's when white cedar works really well to help reduce any bright whites or harsh reflections. Now, all of the photos that you're seeing in this video were edited with my brand new Division 2 Lightroom presets. The pack comes with 18 unique looks, 32 presets, an installation guide, and an hour of tutorial videos to help you get the most out of your photo edits, whether you're editing in Lightroom Desktop or the free mobile version. And as always, the links for my presets or any of the camera gear that I recommend are linked in the description.
Leaning against the fence? Maybe like one on one side and one on the other? I don't know. Maybe. Anita's going, ah, ah. Can I get you on the other side of the fence?
That's what I wanted to do. God damn it.
I said it first to the camera, and I actually have a secret weapon in my pocket. This is a circular polarizer, and what it does is it cuts out certain orientations of light. Sometimes it'll make skin tones pop a little bit. Throw it on, see if it makes a difference. Okay.
I love like posing the models with something because it again makes it a lot easier to come up with like a natural pose that makes sense. So finding something is always nice.
Your inspiration is, yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
She got it.
They know what to do.
She knew exactly what to do. I'm looking at f1.4 because, no, f1.4 maybe is not enough for their two faces.
Yeah, it might not be.
There we go. I think that's face autofocus. I might be messing up, but let's hold that. That looks nice.
Would it be okay if this shoulder was like a little, like this thing was like a little off the shoulder, if you know what I mean? Because here, it's almost like, you know what I mean, with this?
Yeah, the little...
Yeah. Now you'll see that it'll
That's
look
way
a lot better without the little shoulder thing. Oh, that's really nice, yes. I like when, well, I don't know how you like.
Straight on?
Uh-huh.
With both of them? I think that's perfect, actually.
Stealing all your shots, Anthony. Just...
And both of you look at the camera.
Ooh, that's really nice. Are they both in focus?
I did F2, so it might be, it's going to be really hard to get them both.
I mean, you can try to get, again, if you just lean slightly more and then you're more in the front, like now they're pretty much in one line. So you could even try to shoot this at 1.4.
I was going to go even more, like F5.6. because we have a background that's pretty far away.
Yeah, I'll do the opposite. I'll shoot this at like 1.4.
Okay. Yeah, and you guys just hold that pose. That's good. 50 is a bit too tight.
I wish I had a zoom, to be honest.
I wish I had a 35.
Okay, just do the same thing. I'll just shoot it slightly.
So I tried a few photos in there. Some were with the polarizer and then rotated, and it did take a little bit of glare. It's a little hot out, so sometimes the skin gets a little bit oily. So that can help in situations like this.
Yeah, actually, that's nice too when you both are kind of like looking down and not, yeah. What if you get even closer to her, kind of like, or what, can you hug her kind of like this from this side? Is that possible? And then like a lot closer to her, yes. You can move slightly. So when you're like here, definitely don't be afraid to just give like a little, even with your hands, like you can move just a little bit, just continuously move a little bit, yeah. Yes, exactly, just so I can get multiple looks in one, yes. I'm just also trying to get a variety of shots where you get like one really close, one and like mid, and one like a full body kind of, you know?
That's hard with the 50. The full body is hard with the 50.
It is. You got the full body of them running.
I did. I guess we're thinking like Instagram sets here. Like if you're gonna post on Instagram, it's nice to have a headshot, maybe like a medium, and then a full body of them running. With two people, it's definitely a little bit harder. That's the one.
I don't know if it's not very, it feels like it almost gonna, but even one leg is kind of cool.
Maybe do it like standing like that and like looking out and then...
It's a little hard because there's not much to walk, you know what I mean? And with the 50.
Is there a way we can get her to lean her head on her sister's shoulder? What if we swap, well, if we swap shoulders, she'll be blocking her?
I kind of like this. That's kind of cool.
I just gave Irene an idea. So that photo is actually my photo.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. Okay, you go, Anthony.
This looks really nice. So I'm getting some foreground right now with this fence, and it's also acting as like a little bit of a leaning line, something for them to kind of lean up against. I think that goes along with what you were saying, Irene, where it's like sitting, but then also giving their hands something to do. Like the fence isn't them just like standing doing nothing.
I like that.
So I like exactly what you're doing. Just hold it. I'm just gonna reposition a little bit here. Hello, how's it going? I'm gonna back up a little. I'm gonna do a full body first.
The only thing with the full body, you know, because you know how she's having her legs?
I see what you mean. Can you, like one leg maybe separate it? Flip it. No.
It looks a little awkward to me.
No, bring both legs together. We'll try one and then we'll scrap it and I'll just come in. Okay, I'm gonna come in for the close one. And then both look at me. And then one more, both looking at me. And then looking out. Perfect. I'm happy with that.
Okay, I'm gonna
Grass?
yes, I think the grass.
I think we're okay right here.
Okay, I cleared out all the bad animals. They're gone. Except for the cats, we'll keep the cats, right? Yeah.
Since we only had Kate and Chris for a limited amount of time, both Irene and myself had done some prep work scouting this location earlier in the day and creating a Pinterest board with some pose ideas for inspiration. The great thing about having inspiration photos or a mood board is that you can show your model or the person you're shooting the poses that you have in mind.
I was chimping, you know when you're doing this, chimping? Did you know that?
No, I'm just,
You know, no. That's what it's called.
almost like this through the grass. Where you guys are like,
Oh, depth.
yes, I think so. So turn even more towards me, this whole thing. And then with your hands, maybe you can like hold hands here at the bottom. Yes, just like that. Yes, that's nice. And both look at me here. Okay, stay like that. I'm just gonna make sure that
One thing I really appreciate with Irene and also Anita behind the camera, she's given just as many good tips, is the little nuances in like the posing, like the toes pointed, which I don't think that the toes worked out for this one, but it's like I wouldn't even think about that. I'm just thinking like, which way are you looking? How's the light? I'm very technical. I'll look at the light, but I won't look at the pose. I try.
Is it possible for you to move your body to, yes, yeah. That's really nice. Chin down a little bit more here. It's just because I'm lower than you guys. So if you put your head way like too high up,
Here's a photo tip you can try. If you have a lens like this 51.4, so 51.4 creates a lot of depth because it's a shallow depth of field. But if you want to add more depth to your photo, check out what Irene is doing. So she is using the grass as foreground to shoot our models, our subject over there. So instead of just having a subject and a background, you're introducing a foreground, creating those layers, and that way the photo is a lot more interesting. And here's what that looks like.
Because both of your hands were like, I'm thinking where you're holding like the dress, you can like, or okay, go back to your pose, sorry, to like something similar to what you were doing. No, I don't like it, I don't know.
How's the depth? What did you, oh, we got a little bit of grass. Maybe both look out for the first one. Yeah, that looks great. And that's without. And then try both looking at me.
I captured over 250 photos on the A7C II during the half hour that we were on the beach. After sorting through my gallery, there were really only about 30 photos that I would consider keepers, and less than half of those that I ended up editing. That works out to a keeper rate of around 1 in 10, which is typically what I end up with after a typical portrait or lifestyle session.
So that was it. Portrait photography with Irene. How do you think I did? Do you think I did okay?
That's so good.
I did okay?
So good. I was stealing your ideas.
She was stealing my ideas and I was stealing hers. So it's just like, we are the same person now. But no, go check out Irene's channel. She does lots of portrait photography, photo editing, everything. So if you want to learn from a real professional, go check her out. Anyways,
Professional.
as always, grab your camera, get out, and go shoot photos.